Okay, picking up where we left off, here's everything you need to know about Swordcatcher Part 2. Spoilers ahead. Eventually, Kel is out and about one night, and he's in Connor's cloak, and some people are like, Prince, you owe Prosper Beck 10,000 crowns. And Kel's like, whoa, what? And then they realize he's not Connor and stab him and leave him in the alley. One of the Ragpicker King's people, Ji-on, finds him and takes him back to the castle to save his life. Lynn Castor's grandpa knows she's the best physician in the city, so he calls her to come save Kel. She brings that stone with her, and when she starts healing Kel, the stone kind of talks to her and says, "Use me." And she thinks it makes her heal him faster than she could have otherwise and is super confused by it. After she heals him, her and Prince Connor have a spicy little moment, and he's mad that she doesn't like him and won't take his payments. He bans her from returning to the castle to check on Kel like a little baby. But now Lynn is super curious about the stone and is looking for the magic books Petrov had, but his landlady has sold them to the Maze, Prosper Beck's criminal underworld-like zone. Kel wants to fix the Prosper Beck problem for Connor, and once he's healed, he searches out Jared, the guy who stabbed him, to get him a meeting with Prosper Beck. When he does, Kel wants to know who Prosper Beck's patron is, because you can't just pop out of nowhere with some serious money behind you, and all the money comes from the nobles on the hill. So Kel is like, one of the nobles has to be backing you. Prosper Beck is like, if you get me what's inside Antonetta Elaine's locket, you can have the name of my patron. But this is a serious problem for Kel, because he's been in love with Antonetta since they were kids. But sadly, her mom told him he's too low born for the Silk Charter heiress, and her mom has been trying to marry her off to Prince Connor ever since. Meanwhile, the Ragpicker King finds out that Lynn healed Kel, and he wants to employ her and help her find magic books. He tells her the mysterious stone is a source stone, one of the magical artifacts the sorcerer kings from the past had. They would store their magical power in them with blood sacrifices or blood of magical people and creatures. The Ragpicker King wants Lynn to use hers, but this magic is very forbidden, especially in her religion, and thought to not exist since the goddess of the Ashgar people, Adasa, created the Sundering that tore magic from the world. It's also been sending Lynn these weird dreams about the goddess's mortal life as a queen who was in love with a bad guy that tried to her. That's it for part 2. Check back for more juicy stuff in part 3.